Hey, good morning, folks. It's Wednesday morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning on a beautiful sunshiny day. Hope everyone's doing well and is safe and healthy. Your representative Green Mountain United Methodist Church team and I have been very carefully working through the conference workbook and towards the goal of reopening our church for public worship in the not too distant future. We met again last night discussing what the new normal for our church might look like from here forward and are already identifying some things that we want to add to our ministries to reach out to folks wherever they are and under whatever circumstances. In fine Methodist tradition, I might add. Next week, when our conference workbook team meets, we're going to be developing an extensive checklist of things that must be in place before it's safe to resume some of our gatherings. We will need, for example, a team of folks to kind of swab down and help sanitize the sanctuary between the two services. I want you to just ask yourself, how might I help? What service might I offer to the church in this season? I also want to show my gratitude on behalf of the Finance Committee and stewardship committees for just very thankful for all of you who have kept up your offerings or who are catching up to your offerings if you've let them slip a little bit, and much gratitude for you. We literally couldn't exist without your generosity. And boy, I'm reminded again of the 4 vows of membership, historic membership vows that persons take when they join United Methodist churches. I will support the church in my prayers, in my presence, in my gifts, and in my service. And my goodness, are we not fulfilling those vows now more than ever? I mean, man, listen, on behalf of the Methodist Church, I'm holding you to those vows. But thank you for your generous giving in so many ways: finances, service, prayers, presence. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, because of quite a lot of people requesting it, we're going to, again, this Sunday, celebrate Holy Communion together in a virtual sense. So, what you need to do to prepare for that is before Sunday morning, get yourself some type of bread or cracker or biscuit or whatever, and then some type of liquid. Juice or wine or whatever you're comfortable with, so you can participate at home. And I will, over the podcast, consecrate those elements for us all, and we'll share that meal together virtually. Finally, I just want to say that I'm again grieved of late in the events across our country, and it seems like so often these last few years, I've been grieved to see racism still alive and well and flourishing in some parts of our country. I've never understood it, and I don't think I will, but I do know that United Methodist and Christians in general, support and honor peaceful, nonviolent, productive protest, certainly, and always justice. But we do it in the spirit of love and not anger for the other person, returning, as Jesus said, hate with love always. And I'm reminded again of the incredible words from the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., no stranger to violent, deadly acts of racism himself. But he wrote this, and I want to just leave you with this as kind of a statement from the church and from myself. He wrote this in his letter from a Birmingham jail entitled "Loving Your Enemies." And Dr. King says this: "To our most bitter opponents we say, we shall match your capacity to inflict suffering by our capacity to endure suffering. We shall meet your physical force with soul force. Do to us what you will, and we shall continue to love you. We cannot, in all good conscience, obey your unjust laws, because non-cooperation with evil is as much a moral obligation as is cooperation with good. Throw us in jail, though, and we will still love you. Bomb our homes and threaten our children, and we shall still love you. Send your hooded perpetrators of violence into our community at the midnight hour and beat us and leave us half dead, and we shall still love you. But be ye assured that we will wear you down by our capacity to suffer. One day we shall win freedom, but not only for ourselves. We shall so appeal to your heart and conscience that we shall win you in the process, and our victory will be a double victory. Grace and peace to you, my brothers and sisters in Christ. See you Sunday.